Oh, there was my cam for a second.
There it was for just a second.
Oh, there we go.
Haha!
We made it.
We fucking made it, and we're still waiting. Ryan just ran to the restroom real quick, and we're still waiting on Anne, and then we've got somebody else. You can probably see them waiting off stage, and we're gonna keep them off for about 15 or so minutes. Yeah. But
Doing a little jig. I should put my headphones on.
that would help. But hello, everybody!
Bust.
Give us just a few minutes to really get things going. Sorry, it took us a couple extra minutes. Chuckles here decided he didn't know how to use StreamYard.
It's my first time.
It's not the first time you said that. Ah! Alright. So once everyone gets in here, we'll start really getting this things going. But how's everybody doing so far?
Well, I'm doing well.
That's all I needed to hear.
That if that counts.
I mean, I don't know if it necessarily counts, but you know. Alright, I see Ryan's back. Hi, Ryan.
Oh, what's up?
Nope.
Justin, I can hear you breathing.
Deeper than mine. Darth Vader.
Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
Oh, you can't run.
I'll just do it that way then, I guess.
I'm kidding.
Upgrade your setup there, bud.
He wants to see us more.
I mean, we might. Hold on a minute. Oh, we got some. There she is.
Hey.
What's up, beautiful?
All right, so we've got everyone who we're gonna have for the time being. I guess we're gonna go around the room really quick and just introduce ourselves. So to everybody who's new, hello, my name is Justin Weber. I am the director and co-creator of Power Rangers Rail Riders. I was also the Red Ranger in Season 1 Gem Paladins.
I'm Armand Garnett, and I'm the Red Ranger, Marcus. There, now I have a. You see it.
Yeah. That's why I put all those there.
Hi, I'm Ryan Cox, and I'm the Blue Ranger, Sanzoku.
And I'm Ann Lilith, also known as Ragdoll.
Ragdoll!
Yeah, do I have water here? I knew I would forget something.
So,
there we go.
I planned for it.
Yeah. So, guys, welcome to the first Rail Rider stream. Basically, all this is just going to be is just talking about the first episode specifically, as well as the series, some upcoming stuff that we can at least talk about now. Of course, there's a lot of stuff that we're not able to talk about yet. The series is still pretty new in terms of release. We're only on the first episode so far, and by God, I gotta say, thank you guys so much for the incredible love and support that you guys gave this.
Power.
He lost power.
Uh-oh.
But 65,000 views, and it's been less than a week, and that's still climbing. The Rail Riders theme song just hit 100,000. Man, it's incredible, and thank you all just so much. But yeah, let's start it by we're gonna go through and we're gonna start answering questions. I'm gonna scroll up here to the top because we already got a lot of comments here. I saw a funny one that I really do actually want to answer here.
Uh-oh. Your humor, it gets me all the time.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
interested to see what you found humorous.
Just give
I'm
me
scared.
I see some questions that I would like to see answered.
I actually have one too.
Yeah, I do. I do try to make things go in order. I forget where it went. I forget exactly who asked it, but they left a comment a little bit ago. But I'm just gonna ask it because I remember when I was off the top of my head. It was, why are we so mean to San?
Yes.
And I want to get that one out of the way real quick
Oh
because
boy.
Ryan's sitting right here. And the main reason behind, I mean, that was always kind of plugged into the script. Because the ultimate goal is, this is Power Rangers, but it's a little bit of a parody. And I thought, we have the one character who just everybody just sits there and just kicks while they're down at all given times. They're kind of a punching bag, but it has a payoff at the end, and it's actually, in my opinion, I think it's a really good one. One, we didn't get to develop as much as I really wanted to. Like, there was some scenes that we had to cut from episode 1 specifically. Ryan, I know you know exactly what scene I'm talking about.
I know it's theme, and I'm upset about it every time you talk about it.
I know, and it kills me. We had to cancel it literally at the last minute from shooting, and it was supposed to be as all the that scene after Ragdoll gets thrown off the train. It was supposed to be some of the Rangers, they're ushering the kids, but a bunch of the kids had to cancel last second, so we didn't have enough. So it was supposed to be one of the kids like ran over to San and hugged him, was just like, I'm scared, and San gives like this really heartfelt speech like, hey, I'm scared too, but that's not really gonna stop us from protecting you guys, so you have nothing to worry about.
And if you can imagine, like I'm imagining victory,
Yeah.
something like that. I can't remember.
I really loved the dialogue that we gave for that scene, and it kills me. It just wrenches my heart every time I think, like, dang, we had to cut that thing. It was so darn good, and I was so excited to see Ryan do it. But there's little scenes like that kind of buried throughout the entire series for San specifically that keep building up to this really, in my opinion, a really good payoff at the end.
Oh yeah. Long hours.
Long hours.
Very
I mean, Ryan, I'm curious, like, how do you feel about the development that we wrote in for San?
I thought it was pretty good, to be honest. I'm just more a little worried about my acting. I feel like I didn't do well because I was always nervous because it's my first time doing a, a movie / fan film. So I was really nervous 90% of the time. A lot of my family said, you look nervous. I was like, I was nervous.
I think it kind of fits the character,
idea.
though.
I think though that
Yes.
kind of helps the character out a little.
Yeah.
Though I think it worked very well with like the type of character you were playing, where they were timid and whatnot, but tried to always step up to be the hero, which is always a trope that I personally love in a lot of shows.
I found the original question. That's the one I was looking for.
Okay,
It was
okay.
from Nicholas. So yeah, Nicholas, that's the big reason. It was kind of built in there for ultimate character development. I hope that answers your question, though, buddy. Let's kind of go down the list here. So I'm gonna put this out there right now for anybody who wants to ask this later on. Please don't ask us about what our future adaptations are past Beast Hunters. We are not going to say. That is the most I'm going to say on that. And that is not to say, like, that's not to be mean about it. That is, we just can't tell you right now, and we're not going to be able to tell you for at least a little while. I will say, wait until like episode 3 rolls around, and we're going to be, because we'll be halfway through Rail Riders at that point, and we can we're going to start dropping a lot of stuff. So like that's going to be like February, I think, if all goes well.
Right.
So I shouldn't ask you if we got Kevin Feige to approve us being connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I tried getting a hold of him. I got his assistant on the phone. Like, I was even able to set up a meeting with Kevin Feige, but he was dodging me at every turn. He was just super aggressive about it. He said, I don't want to see no Sanzoku is a Blue Ranger in this, and I said, no, that's where I draw the line.
Well, that was a lot more play than I had. Like he said, like, I sound like the Joker, and that like I need to not be around Marvel execs. I thought it was really cool.
That's a compliment.
That is a compliment.
Yeah. But
Um, Actually, speaking of character development, Marcus, I'm curious for you, man. What do you think about what we ended up doing for your character, for his character growth? Because I know you and San really got the lion's share.
Yeah. Um, I like my character. I was, kind of I wouldn't say I was a jock, but I had I got the Letterman on. Um, Pretty goofy guy, and eventually, I think, later episodes, you'll see that I keep the goofiness, but also step more into the leader role, and I like it.
I think it ultimately really worked out, what you were able to do with that character, um, purely in terms of the level of energy that you were able to keep throughout the entire thing. Like, we went places with Marcus, especially after episode 3, and I'm still surprised, like, you were able to keep that goofy charm about you. Like, you never like, Marcus never loses himself, and I think you portrayed it really well. Like,
Thank you.
he straddles it. He fucking straddles it, but he's like, nope.
Really? You're gonna say straddle?
Are you gonna repeat the word straddle?
Here we go. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh, here's one. Could we see a crossover episode with y'all? I've really thought about it. I've genuinely thought about it on multiple occasions. And I have a... You guys already know exactly what's going to end up happening later on, but in terms of just like between the Gem Paladins and the Rail Riders specifically, I'd be down. We wouldn't be able to use Sentai footage, but I would totally do it.
We can do it.
We could totally do it.
I think it could definitely be possible. And I think with like everyone, and this kind of leads into a question that I saw someone like ask. Everyone here is like really good with training. We have really like a really solid like set for having people do what shots that we did do of like action and whatnot. I think it would absolutely be possible with our crew to do a crossover episode without Sentai footage, and maybe there's something fun with that too.
Yeah. I mean, episode 3, believe it or not, almost didn't have any Sentai footage whatsoever. It was actually a super last-minute decision to add any. Like, that whole episode was going to have no morph.
Yeah.
But then there was something we decided, we're like, yeah, you know what it is. I'm going to flat out say it. Episode 3.
No,
the Tokyuger fans, you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. It's episode 3.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But actually, fun fact, because Anne was actually there for a lot of all of this. She was our caterer and one of our PAs throughout the entire shoot. So, wasn't just in the booth doing ragdoll, was also on set pretty much every fucking day with us. Saw every goddamn thing. Also a crow. Also played a crow multiple times.
I think we all played crows.
You all played. I didn't.
Played a crow.
Well, you didn't.
I can confirm.
But we did.
But one of the questions that, like, why I brought up all of us, like, hey, I think we could do it, is someone had asked, actually, one question I can answer, and everyone else can as well, but another for y'all, is how much martial arts training do each of you have?
I've been doing it for like 15 years. I'm a black belt in karate. I've studied several other styles of martial arts. I've taught for years. Everybody who came in fresh, I trained personally. Like Michelle, Jenna, Autumn, Miranda, Derek. I trained all these people myself.
Yeah.
Me, for today, I've studied a lot. Not belt-wise, but just, picking things up. But right now, I'm actually in karate, and I'm 5 belts away from a black belt, and I did a competition where I got to fight a black belt, and I beat him. So I'm doing pretty okay.
I train mixed martial arts. I've had 2 amateur fights. I've been doing that off and on for about 10 years. And yeah.
Unlike everyone else here who's like I've been training and whatnot, I have not. I picked up a lot like just from being from growing up and like roughing around. I'd have a lot of friends who do wrestling where like, oh, I need to practice something, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get in there and do so. And then over the years, I've just people have been like, we need someone to like be an extra that can like get thrown around, and so I've just over the years picked up someone so it would be like, hey, you should try this differently. I was like, oh, okay, and so yeah, that's kind of what happened there here as well.
So we're gonna answer 2 more questions, and then we're gonna bring somebody in. But there's 2 specific questions I kind of want to answer, and then after I'm gonna answer this other one. So the first one is favorite Red Ranger, and I think this is a better question for everybody. From the official show, my favorite Red Ranger of all time is Wes, the Time Force Red Ranger. He is my all-time favorite Ranger, like bar none. His arc, his philosophies genuinely, guided me along my journey in life, especially like as I got older. It helped out quite a bit.
One
Marcus,
second.
Marcus, what about you? What you got, bud? Who's your favorite Red Ranger?
That's a tough question. I'm gonna have to go with I don't know. It's really random, but I Lightspeed Rescue was one of my favorites as a kid, so I'm gonna have to go with
Yes.
Carter.
Carter.
With Carter on that one.
Top tier.
Yeah.
Top
One of my
tier.
favorite Megazords too.
Yes. I was just rewatching a couple episodes of Lightspeed Rescue the other day, and I just remember looking at that Megazord and.
Yeah. I need to get mine out of storage.
Yeah.
Dust it off.
Those stickers are probably gone though.
Probably.
Well, you can like print like new stickers these days just for like older toys. And
I can paint it now.
You could.
I can paint.
Ryan, what about you? Who's your favorite Red Ranger besides me?
Well, it's not you. It'd be Marcus. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Marcus.
Yeah, damn straight. Yeah.
Why is Marcus your favorite? He's a jerk to you. Well, I guess
You know
he's
what it is.
Is not.
It's all love.
Red Ranger is Wes from Time Force.
Ha 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 ha! Fuck you. Fucking stealing my answer.
What? No, man, that guy's awesome. Just the whole character backstory was phenomenal. And then I also got to work with him too, so it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, you got to, because you worked at one of the shops that he was signing at.
I got the Deadpool for him, and got a date with him.
That's amazing. So for those of you who don't know, Ryan is a professional Deadpool cosplayer who works for a local comic book shop here in Michigan. And what he'll do is like during signing events, he'll like stand outside in like various Deadpool outfits, like, and he'll entertain the crowd outside that are waiting. He'll hand out treats and stuff like that. Like the only time I ever went was Jason David Frank, and that was the last time I met him before he passed away. And I think you were like oh god, what were you wearing again?
Oh, I was Baker.
You were the baker. You were the baker Deadpool. And what you were the hot dog vendor Deadpool for
No.
Wes, weren't you?
No, I was Ice Cream Pool.
Ice cream pool. That was it.
I was handing out ice cream.
Did you actually have ice cream?
No, yeah.
Ice cream, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was able to have a romantic push pop date with him.
I remember that. You had a photo of that. That was hilarious.
Yeah. That guy's awesome. He's super friendly.
Yeah, hey, Jason, I've met him multiple times. Such a cool dude. Jason Font.
Yeah, he was super cool. I was making fun of his name, calling him Fonte.
You are the orange Fanta.
That's why we all make fun of San right there. That's it.
That's actually going to relate to the next question. But Ann, who's your favorite Red Ranger?
Ooh. So, admittedly, I've started like dabbling a little in Sentai, but prior to working with the you guys, really, I think a similar experience to a lot of like people outside of this fandom, which also witnessing like the passion this fandom has just it's been a lot, and it's fantastic. But I beyond the Gem Paladins and the Rail Riders.
Raiders?
Yeah, Rail Raiders. Okay, so I want to say for like the first month of set, I kept saying Rail Raiders, and nobody corrected me on it. And then finally, like one day, Todd's like, what are you saying, Ann? But my favorite Red Ranger, the Red Ranger from the very original like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But if that's not, if I have to choose another, I think it would have to be Marcus. I'm sorry, Justin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Which one though? There's two in Mighty Morphin.
Technically, there was 5.
Don't go there.
Technically, there's 5.
We're getting sloppy.
Okay, so like, I was the weirdo of my friends as well. I always loved like the villains, like watching the villains. I was more into like Goldar,
Yeah.
the Repulsa, the and all these characters versus like the Rangers. So the Blue Ranger stuck out, but yeah, out of the Red Rangers, it's Marcus followed by you, Justin. You're the second best Ranger.
Oh yeah.
But when I'm doing catering and budgeting, you are my favorite Ranger, Justin. You're just simply the greatest Red Ranger to have ever existed.
Because I actually say thank you for your fucking food.
Well, crap, I said thank you.
Who doesn't?
The cast was all very wonderful. The cast was all very wonderful. I will say that. Like, as a caterer and having worked on sets of a lot of varieties, it was very nice to have like everyone come up, engage, talk, and like also trying to like be like, oh, how you guys think, to actually be like get answers like, oh, I liked this, or oh, hey, I would think this would be good for next time. It was very refreshing.
All right.
Hey, Justin, real quick.
Yes.
Can I answer a question before I forget?
Sure.
So I guess Matt-O-Matic asked me,
that was going to be the next question, actually.
Sanzoku Japanese or of Japanese descent? So funny story about that one. Actually, it's when I made it up, I didn't know it was a real word. I took 2 of my most favorite anime characters, Sanzo from Saizuki Reloaded, if I said it wrong, don't quote me, and then Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I combined their 2 names to make it, and then someone was playing Xbox go, where'd you come up with that name? And told me it was Japanese. I was like, bull, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh my god, it actually means bandit.
So I personally like to think, like, this is just my headcanon, because he's specifically asking, is San Japanese or Japanese descent? He is a very white man. He's a Greek white motherfucker.
No.
With my headcanon.
I am Irish Native American. I'm
yes.
Greek Orthodox.
Yeah,
bro.
he's still white. Yeah, he's still white as sin. But my headcanon is that San's parents were like mega weebs.
Okay.
And that's how I explain it away. Just like, why is this white guy has a Japanese name? Because his parents are weebs. That's the main reason.
I'll be honest. I always just kind of imagined like San himself was a weeb. And like with the suit and everything, like it just gave off that vibe of like very into the culture. And then like a lot of people, like a lot of like kids in the mid 2000s and whatnot, was like, I'm gonna get a cool sounding name.
Just really. All right. So, not to cut you off there, Ann, but I do want to, because we got somebody who's been waiting for the last about 25 minutes. But I want to introduce everybody to a certain somebody who they've maybe seen pop up once in Rail Riders. We keep getting the question, are we going to adapt the Orange Ranger? Is the 6th Ranger going to be in Power Rangers Rail Riders? So, he's in episode 1 for like one sighting, like 2 quick shots he's in there at the very beginning. So, for those of you who are new, yes, we are adapting the Orange Ranger. And I would like to introduce everybody to Barbaro Trans-Suarez, Tomas, the Orange Rail Rider Ranger.
This is also why I stay quiet on these things, because I had no idea that was supposed to be a surprise. So I could have just ruined that for everyone.
Yep, that's what I was kind of setting up to. Because I was like, at first I didn't want Barbaro in this stream because, like, it's episode 1. He's not going to pop up till later. But I was like, you know what? I want to get some more of the Rail Riders because Jenna, Zach, and Michelle were not able to join us today.
I am in an outfit.
He's in the outfit. Everyone's rocking their colors but me. Maybe.
Am I rocking ragdoll colors?
So Barbaro, for those who are new to our channel, have never seen Gem Paladins, give us a quick bio.
Okay. Well, for my character or me?
Both.
Both? Okay, yeah. So, cause I know the questions everyone else answered. I also have been practicing martial arts since I was a child, and I got into mixed martial arts maybe 15 years ago. Armand and I actually currently train together in mixed martial arts. We're both actors, of course, so we've been in a lot of shorts here and there. And if you guys recognize me, I was in Gem Paladin as Jules, the Yellow Ranger, and now I'm back as the Sixth Ranger for this project as Tomas. And for everyone who probably caught on to it, my name for both seasons was actually a pun. Jules for Gems, Julius. And then in this one, Tomas is actually a reference to Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's Tomas the Tank Engine.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, Barbaro is going to be coming back. For those of you who have not seen Gem Paladins, yes, he was in fact in the first season with us as our Yellow Ranger. So the plan is that every one of the Gem Paladins are going to be returning as brand new characters and brand new colors to different seasons. Like, for example, Beast Hunters, we already announced last year at Youmacon, we're going to have Miranda Cole, the Silver Paladin Ranger. She's going to be returning as Willow, the White Tiger Ranger, in Power Rangers Beast Hunters. Those are the only two we've announced so far, but the other four, myself, Autumn, Derek, and Gene, have been set in stone where we're going to be going. And I'm going to say, I think out of everybody, no offense, Barbara, I think Gene's is the one I'm the most excited for. And I've already explained to you, like, what the plan is for them.
Yeah.
And, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Calm down.
I cannot describe to you my level of excitement.
You have described your level of excitement.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I'm still clothed.
Oh.
I didn't know it was that kind of stream.
Yeah, I do have a different
Have to-
sequence.
What was that?
The last question right there from Joester, dude.
Yes.
Well, we'll swing back around to that one in a second, because I'm kind of going down. I'm still pretty far up on the list right now. I do want to answer this one really quick, because this one's actually directed towards Armand. Garnet, why do you hate the color blue?
Because blue is actually my favorite color, which is very, very funny. I've always wanted to be the Blue Ranger.
Right, I wanted to be the red.
And here I am, Red Rangered up. Actually didn't really own red clothing before I was cast as the Red Ranger.
Now you just have so much.
Yeah,
I don't own any blue. It's the same. I don't own any blue.
yeah.
And now you own
Just
so
like
much blue clothing.
I love blue. I love it with a passion. But it's funny. It's a kid now.
It doesn't surprise me that the Deadpool cosplayer has a lot of red and really like being the Red Ranger.
I can't help it.
My imagination power is too strong, so I ended up the Red Ranger.
Don't make fun of my hobbies.
We are going to start skipping down the trail here because, like I said, this is a pretty long list.
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw a specific one in here I wanted to answer. Not that one. Okay, here's the one I wanted to answer. Why did we put Kagura in the footage? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, and guys, I'm pretty sure you might have caught on to this when you watched the final product. So you remember that scene?
Yep, I know.
I'm strong, and then it was the scene.
Yeah.
So originally I was gonna replace that. I had every intention of replacing that. And then I ran out of time, and I just said, screw it. And I was just like, you know what? It's one little thing. I thought might make a kind of like a WCF moment, because I had the option of either keeping it in entirely or removing it entirely, and I was like, I kind of prefer it in, and it doesn't make a lick of sense, but I prefer it in. The original plan was I was gonna have it be it was gonna be like an old style like 80s workout video.
Oh, jeez.
But I ran out of time. I couldn't make it. We were right around the corner from when we had to get this thing out, so I was just like, screw it.
Yeah.
A
lot of us are busy with work, so we can't really just come over and film something.
It was rough, man. It was rough. How did you get the name Power Rangers Beast Hunters? I don't think it fits Zyuohger. See, I would honestly disagree with that. In terms of Zyuohger, I mean, how does Beast Morphers fit to Go Busters? They're animal related. Watch the season. You're gonna find out why we call it Beast Hunters, and it's actually kind of a cool thing. But yeah, that is more of a story-driven bit that does tie directly in to our next Red Ranger after Marcus, Dante the Red Eagle Ranger. But yeah, I don't really know if I can give like a long-winded explanation. It's one of those things you gotta watch it, but I think it does really fit at the end. And at the end of the day, I think it's just a cool name, Beast Hunters.
Is it called Beast Hunters because the Rangers eventually hunt a beast?
Yeah, they have monsters, beasts. They hunt them beasts.
All right.
Sorry to get dirty mind stuff.
Gonna kind of start skipping down the trail here.
Yeah, let's get it cracking.
I actually like this one. Armand and Ryan, I love your guys' chemistry and think you put perfectly for this reels. How does it feel to be Rangers? And Barbara, I'm gonna throw you in that conversation too.
Right.
Justin, throw yourself in the combo as well.
Okay, well let's give it over to the Red Ranger, the current Red Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
No, it really is awesome though. I think we all had great chemistry with each other, not just Ryan and I, but the entire cast. I think we were. I think we got really lucky with the selection of people that we had.
Yeah. How many Yellow Rangers did we go through?
I'll tell that story here in a minute, but we'll finish this out first. But yeah, we had 5 yellows.
That's racist.
What?
You told me we had 5 yellows.
Hey, no. You want to get technical about it? We had Barbara into that mix. We had 6.
It's not the whole, not the yellow frost. Get out of here with that. How's it feel to be a ranger? To be honest, it's hard to put it into words. It's like a dream come true, even though it's not canon. It's awesome to see something I helped create and that my kids get to see, and like it's been a dream of mine since I was a little kid. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. All of us wanted to be Rangers, and getting the chance to actually do it is I hate to say the word, more phenomenal.
Do it. Use this word.
Yeah, it's that great. Yeah. I'm lost for words. It's just a great thing.
You've done this for 2 years now. How's being a ranger after all this time? I'm sure it's kind of lost its luster after a while.
Okay, so the first time being the Yellow Ranger, I remember that night when Phil had contacted me to am I interested in playing a Power Ranger. I remember I didn't hesitate. It's like yes. And I contacted you. We talked to each other about that. But this time around for this year, I'm excited to be the 6th Ranger. I just feel like it's something about the 6th Ranger. Like I got my opportunity to be the 6th Ranger. Jules is fine. I like Jules, but I can't wait till you guys see the rest of the episodes because I think Tomas is a fun character. Like he's very interesting.
I think his bit that we added in for him was hilarious. But Anne, how is it?
His bits were hilarious.
And how is it like playing a monster?
So, like I talked about earlier, I always enjoyed seeing the people in the big being the villains and the monsters. So to be able to run out there and do that, the thing that me as a little kid, I was like, oh, I would love to do that. it's very satisfying. There's a lot of fulfillment of like that thing you wanted to do as a kid that seemed like when you got older, you're like, yeah, it seems a little out there. There's a really just heartwarming sense, and to be with like again with a lot of fantastic people. Everyone on there's well trained. It was a lot of fun, and it was absolutely fun to just kind of be a villain, like a grunt, and watch like Armand, Ryan, Barbaro, and even you, everyone be like, "Hey, I want to do this idea," and be like, "Well, I need someone to be there," and just run and be like, "What's up?" and help make things possible. So it was I'm going to jump on this train on this rail, if one will, and say it's phenomenal. But Justin, how does it feel to have been a ranger as well? You don't get to escape this.
I gotta go with Barbara. What said? It's a genuine dream come true. It's something I wanted to do ever since I was a little kid. And I think the biggest thing that I'm really happy about was, I was just really getting to make like my family proud. Like my mother and my father especially love what we do. And knowing that, because like I grew up watching it a lot, especially with my dad. He was, always, ever since I was a little kid, he was always there to, really push my love for it. And getting to play my favorite ranger of all time for him before he passed away, and constantly getting to hear like how proud he was of me, how much he thought it was awesome, like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Getting to hear that before he passed away was it like retroactively. It's something that I will hold on to for the rest of my life. Let's see here. What's up, my Power Ranger Western Strike brother? What was the process like of choosing different Sentai scenes to adapt? Oh, that was a pain in the ass. Absolute pain in the ass. It was pretty random. I usually just kind of looked through the script, saw like what scenes I could. It was really just a lot of just like scrubbing and just being like, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that, and just grabbing random scenes and stitching them together and just seeing what worked. It was a lot of trial and error. What was it like for you guys having to work? Because like we did all of our ADR months in advance for both years in a row. Except for yours, Ann. You came in. You, Miranda, and I think Autumn. No, it's just you and Miranda. You all did all your ADR after shooting. You were, I think, the only two. But yeah, what was it like for you guys performing to all this stuff that you knew wasn't technically there, that was already shot, and that you knew that you would have to voice over later? Like, how was that process like?
Awkward. Getting yelled at. Speak louder. Ryan, you're not loud enough. I'm speaking as loud as I can. Speak more clearly.
I'm being too loud.
I can't hear you, Ryan. Do it again.
Oh, are you talking about Jake?
Yeah, both of you. You're sitting in the rooms like behind me because I'm trying to talk, and I'm like, bro, this is awkward. We're in a 4-foot box, and you're right behind me. Thought you were gonna grab my buns for a moment.
They didn't?
No, thankfully.
Do I smell drama alerts?
Also, just for everybody in chat real quick, sorry, Barbara, we are trying to get through your guys' questions as fast as we can. I am like way up here on this list, and everybody's still, everyone who's current, I'm working my way as fast as I can, so we will get to everybody eventually. But sorry, Barbara, continue.
What? Oh.
We were talking about recording ADR and how weird it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
or just like, how was it like, working against Sentai footage? So like, that like what you were looking at wasn't actually there by any stretch.
So the weird part was that I have to move when I say stuff. So I have to move when I say stuff, and it's kind of weird. And then there were certain scenes where I remember Justin was in the booth with me, and I needed him, like I had to yell. I told him like he had to shake me. So while I was yelling, it sounded like I was actually inside.
Mhm.
The Zord getting shook around.
Same.
So it was one of those things where I had to slightly move. So when we were doing the sound effects for the punching, the striking, I needed to move my hands slightly in some degree. Like I couldn't just stand there and make sound effects.
Sound like me.
Like I couldn't just stay in there. Like I had to move around. Like it's just one of those things.
Justin kept telling me to stop moving away from the mic.
No, that was Jake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what was going on because I was literally sitting because I like to do like BTS and all that, so I was physically in the booth with everybody every single time, like snapping pictures or like being able to give better direction because I couldn't necessarily hear as well as like Jake because he had headphones in and I'm just sitting there looking at the screen like what is going on.
I will say there were a
Footage.
couple
How
of
would you
times
not know what's
recording
going on?
where I would look over and see like you and Jake looking at the screen, and it makes me think of like it had the same energy as like it's that picture that gets shared around. It's like the lady holding a reward, and there's like a smaller man like looking up at her. It very much had that energy the whole time. You became a rectangle.
And remind me, what was that specific bit of direction you always talk about that I gave you?
Oh, this is my favorite. Is with that, it was a lot of we were talking about at the time how the Flash was supposed to have like more cameos from passed away actors, and Cesar Romero came up. So initially we were like, be Cesar Romero mixed with Mark Hamill's Joker, and that wasn't really working. And we came to the conclusion of great value Mark Hamill Joker to be intentionally like disappointing because this villain's just kind of like, they'll get the Rangers, they promise, but ignore our history of other occurrences and with other evil tyrants. So it became really easy and really fun just to play, like, do that voice. And where I'm used to doing like voice work like that. So for me, it was just kind of a little bit of a different, like walking, like, oh, do this. I think the one thing that we had this. What was the one thing that we had to do like 7 times? It was the most.
It was such a mundane line. It was what was it? I will make you cry, Power Rangers, and you kept saying it in such a weird inflection. I think it was like I will make you cry, Power Rangers, as if you're gonna make them scream the words Power Rangers.
Oh, I see
And that's
that.
how it kept coming off. And I was like, no, you are telling the Power Rangers you are going to make them cry, not that they're gonna make them scream their own names.
Look, commas are the bane of the spoken language.
Yeah, you're the
Okay.
apparently, or in this case, the ragdoll. But no, I think I still remember the specific direction I gave you when we were talking about all that. Like the exact wording was, I need Mark Hamill's Joker, but a disappointment.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
just an absolute failure in life. Like if Mark Hamill never made it in voice acting.
I was gonna say either. Honestly, yeah, I just took it as if Mark Hamill stuck at doing the one fast food job and just started getting really bored at night, being drive-through.
Sounds like what I did in real life.
I used to do that all the time at I worked for a couple of places. They'd throw me on drive-through late at night, so I would do stuff like Kermit the Frog or the Joker was one. Actually, funny enough, like it got me looking like people would leave reviews that were positive, so it just kind of worked out, and I've just always had a knack for that, like doing voices.
I used to make jokes about just saying welcome to White Castle when I was working at Burger King.
I used to do the same thing when I used to work at CVS. Like people would always walk in, welcome to Walmart.
Oh man, I have so many fast food like stories.
All right.
We'll come back around to those.
Yeah.
We're still got to get through this list. Who's your favorite villain from Power Rangers? Mesagog.
Hmm.
Dino
Uh-oh.
Thunder.
Hmm.
Who's about to say
Respectable.
Lord Zed? Which one he's about to say Lord Zed? I know one he's
It was me. It was me. Ryan
Oh,
too. Yeah.
two of
yeah.
you.
Come
Like
on,
you.
man.
Bro.
Come on, man. Come on. Look at my man's.
Look at him
Come
look like
on.
Shredder, bro. Come on, that was
Come
dope.
on.
He does. I've also like the comics are a lot of like what I read as well. So there's been some pretty cool moments with Lord Zed in the comics
on.
as well.
Right?
Ryan, you should do a Lord Zed Deadpool.
Lord Zed
With
Pool,
his skin,
perhaps.
with his skin and stuff. Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
sick. That'd be sick as
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
That'd be
For
sick as
the
fuck.
French,
I can make
for the
that happen.
French people viewing this, they're going to be like, what's Z Pool?
No. Wouldn't it be a Z? It'd be something else.
Zed
more
Pool.
inappropriate.
Lord Pool. Lord
Lord
Pool.
Lord Pool.
Hashtag Lord. Hashtag Ryan for Lord Pool.
Lord Pool, 5
That-
meters south of Liverpool, 2 meters north of Deadpool.
Ryan, I just gotta say, dude, your camera froze in the most
Lord
hilarious
Dead.
position.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, your head's like.
It's so fucking funny. But yeah, B, who's your favorite Power Ranger villain?
Mine? Yeah, it's of course you know how I favored the very first season. So first 2 seasons, it's between Rita and Lord Zed. It's between those two. But I think those two in combination, I like that pair.
Yeah, I think that especially when they got to like season 3.
Yeah.
But like have you seen Once and Always yet?
Yeah.
Robo
You
Rita.
know my feelings about that. I loved it, but there was one part that always bothered me.
Which part? I'm curious.
Armand knows what I'm about to talk about. I'm pretty sure I talked about this last time we streamed. When Rocky picked up his power coin from Alpha, he's like, once a Ranger, always Ranger, or something like that. But the way he picked it up, he did the T-Rex hand to pick it up.
Just in the most awkward way possible.
He was doing the Yu-Gi-Oh poses.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. He was like, and the way he picked it up was like, did he have to pick it up like that? And it just, I don't know why that little part bothers me.
Oh
I
man.
don't think he's been acting that long, that well.
It's just the way he picked it up. But I was like, I'm hoping he did it just because it's the T-Rex, power coin. Like it's like the T-Rex hand and went in there for it.
I think he's
channeling the spirit of a T-Rex.
I guess. I mean, if that was his motivation to do that, I'm fine with that. I just hope it wasn't random. Like he just did that, like without thinking.
Hey, now he may just pick up any coin he sees on the ground that way.
Oh.
It's just the way, and you just gotta see it the way he picked it up from
I've
Alpha's
seen
hand.
a game picked up. I've made the joke of like that dude. He's
Let's go on to the
finds
next
on the ground,
question.
it's over for him.
All right, next question. Ooh, this is a really good one. Are you happy with the roles you got? Also, will the episodes come out semi-regularly? So I'm going to answer that in 2 parts. First off, for me personally, I got to pick my roles, so I'm very happy with them.
Lame.
Would love to just hear you be like, no, I'm not happy with any of
Hacks.
the roles I got as director.
Hacks.
No. I did not direct Gem Paladins. Keep that in mind. And Todd actually is the one who pushed me to be red in Gem Paladins. I
It's
originally
Todd's
wasn't going to do
fault.
it. It was all Todd's fault. He picked me, not me. It wasn't my fault.
Okay,
All right.
I'll remember that.
But yeah, Barbara, let's answer that about not just Tomas but Julius. Like, are you happy with both roles? Are you happy with just one of them? How much did you hate being Tomas? We all know you hated it, man. You were complaining like every day.
I actually like both characters, and I think with Jules, what I like about Jules is because it's the first time I got to be a Power Ranger. But I think what I like about Tomas is that now that we have more than one episode, the characters get to be fleshed out, like more story to them. So you get to know each character, and you can see them kind of grow and change through each episode.
Yeah.
So I prefer Tomas over Jules. There'll always be a place for Jules just because that was who I was at first. But I think I like Tomas a little bit more.
I actually have to agree. If I have to say, dude, I think I really liked. Not to say I didn't like Julius, but I think your performance as Tomas was honestly better. But because I think it just fits you better. It really did. Like there was, because I remember like when I was going through trying to pick like who the Orange Ranger was gonna be. Back then, the ideal was not back then the idea was not to bring back the Paladins, but once I got that idea in my head, I was like, it's got to be B. It can't be anybody but B. Yeah, Ryan and Armand. Oh, Kitty! Kitty, did you like your role?
He's my little man.
I was happy with my role. Color, not really.
But you got to be the Red Ranger on several occasions. You actually were technically the official Red Ranger for 30 seconds.
That was like 5 seconds. I need to start with that.
No, I will go back. I will figure out exactly how long that scene was. I know it was anywhere.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Okay, I'll figure that out later, and I'll give you that answer. But yeah, like, how was it like playing San?
It was good. I'm wow, I'm tired. It was good. I got the. Sorry, I've been up since like 2:30 in the morning, so I'm like dying right now. Yeah, it was good. A lot of fun. A lot of lines to remember. I think for some of those I didn't get to say. The whole speech, I was like, oh. When he said I was upset, but I was like, that's a lot to remember. Thankfully, I didn't have to.
Dude, I'm still it kills me every time I think about that. And the one scene we had to cut from the last episode.
Oh yeah, because you guys wanted to film it, because I didn't feel like going home and grabbing my stuff because I was tired. Thanks.
No, we could have done it. The problem was that once again, same issue. We had a child actor who was supposed to be there. They called off at the last minute, and we didn't have anyone to replace them because that child actor wasn't there. We had to just completely scrap the scene because it was either that or we couldn't film. And I was like, we are on a schedule. We got to get this done.
We could have found some kids on the side of the street.
Hey, kid.
Oh yeah, that would have worked.
Film?
That would have worked.
Say, hey kids, you want to come film a Power Ranger movie? And they'd be like, yeah.
I got some candy.
No, we don't say that.
No.
Marcus in the back of the police car going,
Well, we're canceled.
Oh no, we're gonna get canceled. Oh, we're gonna get canceled in episode 5.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
The whole thing is crazy.
Episode 5, they were definitely getting canceled.
Oh yeah.
That scene could not keep our faces straight.
Armand, were you happy with your roles, man? Like, how'd you feel about that? About playing Marcus?
Yeah, definitely happy. Again, at first I was, a little bit sad that I didn't get to be the Blue Ranger. I was like, I'll be the Red Ranger. I don't want to be, but I'll do it. Very, very happy with my role. I don't know. I had a great time.
Man. You got to officially be the Blue Ranger for 15 seconds.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And what about you? Were you happy? Were you happy getting cast as Ragdoll?
So I did try out for the Periwinkle Ranger role, and a little confused. Not a real role, I guess, in this one. Whatever. No, I love being Ragdoll. It was a chance to embrace, like I said, doing like voice work is always fun, but also to embrace like the goofier voices of like Goldar. I always get the names messed up of the two bullies.
Bulk and Skull?
Bulk and Skull, yep. So like to be able to do those kinds of voices was a delight. So like I love being Ragdoll. But like I said, I will forever continue auditioning for Periwinkle Ranger.
One day the Periwinkle Ranger.
It will happen.
It will happen.
It will happen.
Apologize for sounding like an idiot, but why wouldn't you adapt the Purple Ranger? One, that is not a stupid question. You are not an idiot for asking
not
that,
at all.
I guarantee you. I find it hilarious that we literally came right after that from, like, Periwinkle. It's like, one day I'll be the Periwinkle. Why aren't you doing purple?
Yeah, why aren't you doing purple either?
So,
wait until the end.
No, the reason we're not doing purple is purple's only in the movie, and we learned last year the real hard way that unless we have a suit, then it's not feasible because we'll get taken down again. But I mean, if let's say we did maybe have a Purple Ranger suit laying around, that maybe we could have done something, or maybe if maybe we had possibly shot something extra with Dale that we just didn't tell anybody about, and we put everyone under NDA to do, not to tell about, but that's just me.
I signed something.
Moving on. Oh, here's a good one.
I'll get you those copies in the Dropbox, Justin. I'll get the contracts in there for you.
Armand, any advice on being a Red Ranger?
I don't know. I would just say you just have to put your whole heart into it,
Eat your vegetables and go to school.
Eat your vegetables and go to school. No, just just whatever you do, do it with your whole self, including, leading a team of very quirky and special in their own kind of way.
What do you mean?
Hey, what are you talking about?
Just a bunch of quirked up folks here.
I'm talking about myself.
I hope so.
But yeah, just believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Hey, this is some Power Ranger after school special right here.
That's some real Power Rangers after school special bullshit.
Ain't it?
Actually, I'm gonna flip this question. Barbara, what do you have any advice on being the 6th Ranger?
Ooh.
The 6th Ranger. Yeah, actually, well, with this character, I felt he's very, at least with the approach we were going with this 6th Ranger, like,
It could not.
I was like, the way I can see it, the 6th Ranger is not there to take over, and I think he's there to support the whole team. Like, it doesn't matter if he has his own Zord, which I do, but the 6th Ranger is there to help the team. Like, is a team player, comes in, does whatever the team needs to get done. Like, it's not about the 6th Ranger; it's about the whole team. At least from my perspective as the 6th Ranger, I'm there to help the whole team.
I still need my back massage.
Here's an interesting question. How long does it take to make an episode of Rail Riders? That's a really hard question to answer. Yeah, because we shot everything consecutively. So, like, there were days we were shooting scenes from episode 2. There were, we shot episode 2. There's some days we shot stuff from episode
8 hours
3 and 4. Sometimes we shot stuff from episodes 5 and 1 on the same day. Like, the first scene we ever shot was from the first day we shot was all stuff from episode 2, and then the next day we turned around and we shot all the train stuff from episode 1. So, like, the very first day, technically Armand was never on camera, even though we had him sitting there for like.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That
was nuts.
I'm
the Red Ranger for what?
You're the Red Ranger tomorrow.
Okay. I think when we filmed it, remember we filmed my part, but then after that, I was there on set, but I wasn't in the scene for a while, in any of the scenes for a while.
You know what? I to bring it back. Do you have any advice for being a ranger not on camera?
Eat your vegetables and go to school.
Don't do drugs.
No, honestly, be a nice person. Like, at the end of the day, there is never a reason to be a bully. There's never a reason to be a jerk. There's never a reason to be rude. If you find yourselves in those positions, it better be an absolute last resort. And if you're not, that's not Ranger-like. So just be kind. Be kind at all times. Just find in your heart to always forgive. Find in your heart to always say something positive. And if not, hey, that's fine. But also, know the difference between being negative and being critical, because I find a lot of people, who are critical, people will sit there and be like, well, you're just being a jerk. No, I'm being honest. I'm asking honest questions. If I was being a jerk and being negative, that's a whole different thing. Learn that line.
I think also, as some famed poets and philosophers have put it, in regards to a blue hedgehog, live and learn. I think that's an important lesson.
Live and learn.
Even if you're hanging on the edge of tomorrow, you must always live and learn.
Never.
This coming from the monster.
Yeah. If Ragdoll would perform the behavior that you're about to perform, don't do that. This has been a message from Ragdoll.
A PSA from Ragdoll.
Villain PSAs. There you go.
Ryan, what about you? Any advice for being a ranger off screen?
Off screen. I really, being off screen, man, that's a tough question. Just always be helpful. Always look out for other people and be there when they're needed. I don't know how many times I've always been there for rangers that were crying and always looking to make sure they're okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ryan was a pretty big rock on set, and whenever we need like extra crew, he never sat there and been like, "Oh, I'm the star of this." No, he was always there to help, and it was very appreciated.
That's because
Right.
I was the star.
Yeah.
Me.
Right.
Me, the caterer, was the
Right,
right.
we need this. We can't figure out the button. Give it
Oh,
here.
the fucking button!
Give it here.
The button story. You'll know the button at episode 4. But yeah, there's a whole story behind that one shot with the button.
I watched how many people touch it. I'm like sitting there, give it to me. Ryan, no, you're not supposed to do it. Just give it to me. Give it to me.
And
No.
you had to figure it out.
But
It took me 2 seconds, and I was like, how many people does it take to screw in a light bulb?
12. Yeah, B, any advice?
Me? Oh yeah. I'll see personally what I like to do. I was like, there was a thing I learned. I remember from one of my college professors: be cool and don't be an ass. Like I try to just be cool with everyone. You know, like I'm there to help, and then I really don't want to be an ass to anybody. I just want to be cool, just go through life, enjoy things I'm doing with my friends, family, and all that. And it's like it's pretty much what all you said, pretty much a culmination of all that. Like where just be cool. You don't be an ass. That's simple.
Just be chill. Be
Yeah.
chill.
Did necessarily mean derail like that. So to get back to the point, how long does it take to make an episode of Railroad?
Oh shit, yes. Okay, so episode 1 of Gem Paladins, for example, that took when did we start shooting? Shit. Hey B, when did we start shooting Gem Paladins?
In May. That
Was it
I'm
May?
not be there.
I thought was it like late May, so it came out in October, so around like 5 months. Because yeah, we started shooting Rail Riders at the end of March.
Yeah.
And you're just now seeing the first episode. Granted, like episode 2 is pretty much completely cut together. I'm actually working on one scene right now. It was that Brian. It was the scene we had to reshoot at the train. You know which one I'm talking about?
I have a feeling.
It was B's introduction, but we
Oh,
didn't have
yeah.
B there. Yeah, I'm actually re-editing that as we speak.
Oh, nice.
Which I am kind of pissed off right now because we forgot to reshoot the wide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that freaking table with the lamp is still sitting there.
Ha!
Yeah, and I'm like, can I use this shot? But it's the only shot where you have your one line after B shows up, the 6th Ranger line. I'm not going to say what it is.
Oh.
You know
Hey,
which one?
you know
Yeah.
what? It's okay. It'll be like the Starbucks cup. No one will know.
Yeah. It's one of those things like either I have to use that shot and it looks really, really weird, or I have to I can still use your line, but it has to be like off screen. Yeah, I know. I've got 2 options. Frankly, I'm probably gonna go with the latter, as much as I don't want to. Actually, no, there might be a way for me to do that. I will come back around to that later. But yeah, it takes at least 6 months. At least 6 months. There was actually a question I forgot to answer earlier. How frequently are the episodes of Rail Riders coming out? Once every 2 months. So if we stay on our schedule, which we're pretty likely to do for the first few episodes, I cannot speak for the last 2. The last 2 I can because of how VFX heavy those are. Holy shit, those might get delayed. I'm not even gonna shit you. But episode 1 took us about 6 months. Episode 2, the cut's almost done. The music's already being worked on. The sound effects are already being worked on. There's not a whole lot of VFX, and most of them are already done. Episode 2 is most likely going to come out on time right before Christmas. Episode 3, it's already mostly cut together. Again, there's very little VFX. I just have to do the sound design and the music. But now that we're already pretty close with episode 2, we'll have more time to work on episode 3 because we'll have more time to work on episode 3. We have more time to work on episode 4. It's episode 5 that I'm super worried about. Like, I'm super worried about that coming out on time. I'm gonna call it right now. It's gonna be at least a month delay, but I'm gonna try and hold to that 2-month schedule. But yeah, one episode every 2 months. Huh?
Need help, Dad?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. It is VFX, sound design, stuff that is very outside your scope. I guarantee you, Ryan.
Are you trying to say I'm stupid?
No, I'm saying it's outside of my scope.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I have to pull people in for this, like Jake Clark, Seth Films, Hurricane Gold, Common Rhyme Studios. These are guys I'm all currently working with in post production right now. By the way, all 4 of these fucking chads, these absolute legends. Jake Clark come in an absolute clutch with his music, made all of our theme songs too. This man is a musical genius. Seth Films, my dude Seth is a freaking wizard when it comes to sound effects. My God, you can hear the difference between when it is his stuff doing the Sentai footage and when it is me doing it during the non-Sentai footage. There is such a stark difference. His is amazing. Then you got Kamen Ramen Studios, who's doing all of our morph sequences. Have you seen those morph sequences? They look amazing. My dude coming in clutch. And then there's Hurricane Gold, who's doing all the green screen for the conductor. Like his little bits, and tell me that didn't look amazing. And that motherfucker had that done in a couple of hours. My VFX team, my post-production team are legends.
All right. Next question.
Next question. Now that I'm done, glazing my fucking team. Home state question. What's your favorite Detroit-style food? Pizza, Coney's, Fago, Popper, Verner's, Ginger Ale. Also from Michigan. Well, hello, also Nicholas from Michigan. We're here. Yeah, we're in Metro Detroit. So yeah, come to UMaCon. You'll get to meet us. We'll be there Saturday and Sunday. Not this coming weekend, but next weekend. But personally, dude, Detroit-style pizza is the pizza for you and me. Like, let's go.
All right, SpongeBob.
But I'm also not originally from Michigan. I'm originally from the Seattle area, so like I don't have like the nostalgia for all this stuff. But like we don't really have like the super exclusive stuff back out in Washington. I've noticed it's real. You guys have a lot here in Michigan. I don't understand why. But anyway, Armand, what's your favorite? You look like a Coney dog kind of guy.
That is there's a restaurant in Detroit called Yum Village.
Oh, Yum
It's an
Village.
Afro-Caribbean place. Holy guacamole. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know exactly where you're talking
Goodness
about.
gracious. It's so good. They got the fried plantains. They got the jerk chicken.
I have not eaten today. You cannot be
It's
saying
up.
these things.
It's up.
Man, are you sure? Are you sure it's not Coney dogs?
The only Coney dogs that I like are Coney dogs that I can't mention yet.
So, Coney dogs, hot dogs are such a weirdly specific character trait of Marcus that start popping up in episode 3. But it has the weirdest payoff ever, and it's amazing. I to this day am still so shocked. We made that work as well as it did, because it was just a brief joke that Todd really wanted for episode 3, and then we started incorporating into, we started weaving this thread of hot dogs, and without it, it's still totally fine, but my God, the addition of it's hilarious. And there's a photo that I took, and I'm gonna start releasing them on Instagram, probably in the next month. Of I did some promo photos for B, and I was gonna use those as promos for episode 2. And there's this one, just slamming a hot dog in his mouth, and he's just he just has his look on his face I just saw the face of God, and it's hilarious. Yeah, B, what's your favorite? Is it hot dogs?
To be honest, okay, I'm from Southwest Detroit, and I always loved all the street tacos, all the taco trucks around the parking lots. That was just my thing growing up there. I did live right outside of Mexican town, and actually just going there, just all the restaurants there. But mine was usually the street tacos, the taco trucks. That was my thing right there.
Ryan, what about you?
Oh, so hard to say. I like so much food.
Fago is also amazing. I do.
Bagels, yeah, black cherry Fagel and rock and rye. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I don't like rock and rye.
That
Oh,
black
well,
cherry
that's
is
why we
bomb.
Well,
said
you are from the Seattle area. It makes sense.
you're not a true Michiganer, so it's
That
okay.
Arctic sun.
Yeah, I'm
oh,
not. Yeah, I'm not
Ugh.
Arctic Sun
trained
is
to
pretty
like
good,
it.
too.
It's man.
It's food, man. It's really hard to say because like I like all kinds of food. And, like you put something in front of me, I'll eat it. And if it's good, I'll get more. But to be honest, if this doesn't say any kind of food, it's say my grandma's chili.
That's
It's from
fair.
Michigan.
It is from Michigan, in fact.
It's like the one thing I cannot get enough of. She can give me like a whole pot and I'll eat that in one day. Good.
And what about you? You're the foodie here.
I was gonna say, yeah, as the caterer, honestly,
I was
I
team
think, like,
cook.
yeah. It's funny, like, this is the kind of like pizza, coney dogs. That's the kind of stuff I love actually like making food wise. I would probably have to say like my favorite one, just because it really does like capture for me at least, like the spirit of Detroit, and like you just, it's such a unique flavor, is like the Detroit style pizza, because a lot of greasy spoons can put chili on a hot dog and everyone calls it a coney dog, but you can't go to a lot of places and get a piece of pizza or a pizza and get something that's like the Detroit style.
Yeah.
And I'm just enthused to have watched, like, in, I want to say at least like the past 12 years, decade, to watch it start like getting the respect around the country that it deserves. But the real, I think, question for all of us is, are you, because we're all the Michigan area, that we got docs that way now. It's cool. Lafayette or American Coney Island?
Well,
I've never been to either.
You've never
it's
been to
so
either.
long.
We're
It's
gonna
been
have
over
to
10
fix
years.
that.
It's been over 10 years. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't really say either because I've only been to American, the one. I have never been to a Lafayette, so I can't really quote that.
Actually, I can tell you one place not to go to. Remember Soap,
No.
Armand?
No, Zach's. You
Zach,
remember
yeah,
Zach's?
that's what he's talking about. Because
Yeah.
what I got tasted like soap.
Oh,
My favorite
This
Coney
is-
Island
This
is
lasagna.
in Ipsy.
Really?
Bill's
Ooh.
hot dogs. Oh
Ooh.
Is
yeah.
that technically a coney?
Hey, actually,
It's
place
not
we
really a
didn't give
Coney
shout out
Island. It's
to.
just a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
But they got conies. They got coney dogs
I really like the Olympic Coney Island in Westland.
and their own homemade root beer, which is
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
awesome.
I was gonna say, like, I think also, just to get out there, everyone else talked about, favorite Fago is, if it's not rock and rye, it's gotta be their cream soda.
It's orange.
Orange.
And then
Fago?
restaurants, there's
You can't have
ribs.
Thomas.
Your favorite.
One of the best rib places in Michigan. Oh
Your
my lord.
grape?
It's a place I do want to give a shout out to. We used to go there all the time after Park Ranger training. El George's, I think.
El George's?
El
Yeah.
George's.
Yeah, El George's. El
The
George's.
one
It's
by
really
that
weak,
park.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, the one by that park? Yeah, that one's good.
That one's really good.
Leo's is decent.
Leo's
Leo's
good.
is decent.
But Leo's is like the McDonald's of Coney Islands. Like they're all over the place. But at least
They're owned by Greeks.
That's
makes
fair.
sense.
You know what? I'll give you that one, Ryan.
I know them. They go to my church.
Oh hell yeah.
So
I was
I
gonna
need.
say but yeah, I think also the it doesn't get talked about a lot, but the last like Michigan food question for everyone: ginger ale or root beer?
Neither.
Cherry Verners.
I'm gonna
Cherry
say root
Burners.
beer
Very good,
over
very good.
ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Not a fan
Root
of
beer
either.
over ginger ale.
Root beer over ginger ale.
Root
Okay,
beer.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
fight a ranger. This is why I'm your enemy.
Root beer all the way.
Hey, that's probably why I'm also your enemy.
I like ginger ale.
He answered that question right there.
It's got to be burners though.
That's fair.
Burners.
So I got to tell this story real quick because this is from last night. What's up, Seth? Our sound designer coming in,
I'll watch
saying,
it.
"Oh." So here's the fun story. I didn't know about. Apparently, he's never like watched in full any of the things he's worked on. So last night he went through and he was slowly starting to watch. Like, he watched Gem Paladins and he was reacting to it. He loved it, by the way. Thanks, Seth. And because of Gem Paladins, he watched the full version off the website. The Sentai footage got his stream blocked.
Oh
no.
I was there when it happened. It was the funniest Miranda was there too. Todd was in it. It was the funniest goddamn thing ever. He got a strike because of us.
Oh,
Justin, you burned him.
That's
Messed
crazy.
up.
No. It was
made
his
such
choice. It was
masterwork
his
for us,
choice.
and you did that to him.
All according
It
to
was-
plan.
It was his choice, and he was about to watch Rail Riders, but he didn't want to get blocked
All
again.
according to plan.
All according to plan.
They call me the villain, but I'm out here empathizing.
Oh no! I wish Jenna was here for this question. Do we ever find out where the money that they had all that money from?
Mm.
So the answer is no. You're never gonna find out because you can kind of already imply once you start watching more of the show. Because her whole gag is that every other line she drops is her talking about some like serious like felony she's committed, like arson, murder, kidnapping, bank robbery. That's where she was doing. She was post robbing a bank. When everyone just vanished, she was in the middle of robbing a bank.
We love a girl boss here. We love to see a girl boss thrive.
Yeah, but originally I wanted like the comedic like big burlap sack with a giant money sign on it, but we couldn't find one. But I still think that was one of the funniest.
Wait, hang on, Justin. Are you serious? You couldn't find a large burlap sack with a money sign on it?
Not in the time we had.
I wish you would have told me that day.
Were you there that day?
I believe I was.
You have a large
there was a
burlap
few
sack
days I missed,
laying
I know,
around?
but-
No, they have them at the store. I can't remember. Christmas tree.
Yeah, I think that might be where
Okay,
I've gotten one.
yeah,
but yeah, I
fair
have a
enough,
couple
fair
of,
enough.
like,
Or Hobby
burlap
Lobby. There
sacks
we go.
of-
Hobby Lobby. They have them.
But I have a few burlap sacks with money on it because, yeah, there's my reason.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
I'm method acting to
Oh, and you're
to
breaking
get
up.
standard
Oh,
for
we
the
can't hear you,
Don't
Aaron.
worry.
Man, we're moving on to a new question. Okay. Bandora versus Rita Repulso. Who do you think is the better villain? I think. And have you watched Ranger?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I think
I was gonna say I'm gonna go with Rita Repulsa because
Yeah.
iconic to me.
Yeah.
Iconic.
I'm just gonna go Bandora.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I think I'm the only one who's actually watched Ranger. If I had to pick personally, I'd go with Bandora because her whole story arc is that she sold her soul to Satan to murder children.
Okay,
Yep.
hang on.
That was Rita's original backstory. And guess what? She was in a band. Fucking, you saw Finster playing the drums. You saw Babu fucking playing the flute. Fucking Golgar just jamming to this shit. They were in a literal marching band. Fucking Bandora was a singer, and she sang that shit live. It was amazing, and then they cut it out for Power Rangers, and when I found out about that, I was pissed. I will send you guys the clip. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Alright,
please
get
send
that.
this to me. I have to know about this.
It's genuinely amazing.
Next question.
Let's see here. When will we get to see the Megazord for Rail Riders? Go on the website. The full version's up there. There is a Megazord. There is a whole Megazord fight.
Yes, you have to watch it on the website.
You gotta watch the full thing because YouTube.
It doesn't pop up in the YouTube version.
No.
I haven't
No,
even.
because they
Oh,
blocked
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, no.
I just watched it on the website.
So do you remember the point where it cut out was after you guys morph and let's ride. After that, boom, copyright.
Wow.
So I cut it and then I move and then it pops back up with your guys' last scene on the train.
Okay.
That one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. But I swear to
You
God, it's
gotta
been the
watch
most
the full
commented
version.
on scene. Because specifically for you, Ryan, everybody thinks that whole bit was hilarious. What was it like shooting that scene?
Very disturbing.
Very
I
disturbing.
do not condone
Oh.
suicide. Just to let you guys know.
As you shouldn't.
No, it was funny, but also like I felt kind of awkward doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of it's sold into the scene though. Like it really
it
helped,
did,
honestly.
but it was just really awkward for me because I was sitting there and I was like, I hope no one thinks I condone this. Please
No,
don't.
I don't think anyone would, honestly.
You don't know, man. Some people...
Everybody in the comments have just said the same thing. Man, that was actually pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there has not. I'm honestly shocked. I was really expecting some negative comments on that. No, everybody was just like, everybody got the joke.
Hello, people that just showed up.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Orange best fits you, in my opinion, Barbaro. When I saw you had the attire in the reveal video, I absolutely geeked. Congrats again, man. I wanted to point that out.
Thank you. Hey, Nick's been very positive. Like even in the last stream, I just remember just all the positive comments from Nick.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Nick.
Yeah, Nick's always here. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
Nick, hell yeah.
Can we see the Can we see the Apex Ranger from Beast Hunters yet? Give it a couple weeks. We're gonna be dropping it at YumaCon. Or if you go on our Patreon, it's there right now. $1. Donate $1. You get to find out all you is right now.
Can I keep my $1?
No.
No, they gotta keep it.
You know who it is.
I have $1.
But I want my $1 back.
That's all I
What's
got.
Ryan, what'd you say?
I said, I want my $1 back though.
Oh.
I was very disappointed when I found out.
When we'll be able to watch the episodes in the UK release? They're online. You can go watch them at any time. Go on our website. Episode 1, right there.
Drop a link to your website.
I should, but it's in our link tree. You can just go on our YouTube page, the one you're on right now. I'll put it in the comments after this stream is done, and just it's right there. It's also in the first episode of Rail Riders. It's right there in the description. Everything's right in the descriptions. This dog is starting to annoy me. She's getting real fussy. How many episodes are we going to be getting in Rail Riders? Finally, somebody asked the $1 million question. 5. We are having 5 total episodes.
The same amount of people that are here.
Yes. But no.
I'm episode 5.
You're episode 1. But yeah, no, we're doing episode 1. Episode 2 will ideally drop in December. Episode 3 will ideally drop in February. Episode 4 will drop around my birthday in April. And then episode 6 will be in June. And then 2 months after that, again, if everything goes according to plan, come August, come Power Rangers Day of 2024, Beast Hunters theme song. 2 months after that, Beast Hunters episode 1. So you're not going to see Beast Hunters for at least 1 full more year.
Can I help on that? Do you need help?
Oh, I've already talked to you, man. We're still figuring things out.
Wow.
So what is the plot to Rail Riders? Well, Seth, if you watch the damn show, it's about a bunch of adults with imagination. Because no, we've evolved from teenagers with attitude. Now we're doing Power Rangers adults with imagination fighting a bunch of evil alien interdimensional train Nazis.
Thank you.
So 2023 in a nutshell.
I'd say more like 2021.
Actually, yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah, it's the Power Rangers versus 2021. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Let's see here. What are the names to the Rainbow Line Railzords? Railzords. Red Railzord, Blue Railzord, Yellow Railzord.
Yeah, they don't
Super simple names.
Just as simple as me.
Well, here's a question. Here's a question for you three, Armand B and
what's up?
Ryan.
What?
Can I see y'all morph?
Next episode.
Next episode.
Next episode.
I really want to say yes, but it's
I would
very
love
hard
to.
to
I
do
would
over
definitely.
stream.
Next
Hey,
time,
Justin,
very
send me
special
my
stream.
morpher.
Yeah, I still have everybody's morpher save for Ryan sitting in a box downstairs.
Mine's right here.
Yours is right there. Ryan, take it away, buddy. Morpher.
No,
us.
get out of here.
I don't think I have the right morpher with me right now.
Wait,
You
you
go-
have
you
to
go
do
for
it,
your-
ladies and gentlemen.
I don't have the right morpher with me. I'm sorry.
Come on, Ryan, do it.
You have to
All right,
do all
Marcus,
the
you
special
You're the
effects
only
and
one with the
everything
morpher.
true.
Marcus, you gotta leave
Marcus,
it up.
get in this. Get in this. Pantomime it. Pantomime it.
I gotta pantomime
You
it.
gotta pantomime it.
I'm
You
doing
have
it
to
sitting down.
pantomime. Come on.
You're doing yours sitting down. I gotta set up because I got a weird couch.
You actually have the full thing, so all right. Ready?
Ready.
It's morphin' time. This is tough. Full steam.
Damn, you guys kept
That
that more
wasn't
time
bad.
than I thought you
That
would.
wasn't
That wasn't
bad.
bad.
That wasn't bad.
That
No, it
wasn't
We're
bad.
clean with it.
You
We're
were
kind of
pretty
clean
clean.
with it.
Oh, now they want to see me do it. All right. I got mine right here. B, you want in on this, bud?
B, do Dragon Sword. Come on, do it.
Oh, that the morph. Which morpher am I doing?
Let's
Oh,
do
that one?
Julius.
Me
You
go
doing
get
Julius? Oh, you
morpher.
doing the gem
Oh, you gotta go
paladin?
get Juliet. Yeah, man. We gotta save B's morph sequence for the episode that he's in. That we're not gonna say what episode it is. It's episode 2. Barbara will be in episode 2 and they're on.
Give me a moment.
Whoa! Spoilers there,
feed them
Justin.
lies.
Spoilers.
Don't tell anyone.
Spoilers. I didn't know that. I was just
Actually, I'm just in episode 1 and I disappear forever.
Yeah, he was there for the first scene. And I
He was
didn't
in the
notice.
back. You didn't
I
see
didn't
him?
notice this until after because I was kind of intentional about this, and then I forgot why I was so intentional about it. I didn't even credit you in episode 1 because I was like, you know what? For the new people, I just want them to see you but not know who you are.
I should have kept my phone sitting on my computer like that. I didn't realize I could just sit.
All right,
Can you sit?
I can see. All right, you ready? All right, let's do it. Ready?
Ready.
Forfeit time. 3, 2, 1. Jump shot first. Man, we ain't got it nowhere near as clean as y'all do. It's been too long.
Yeah, rail riders out here. We
I'm a rail rider
taking
now.
care of.
He's a rail rider now.
Yeah.
That's why we got
Hey.
5 episodes. You got one.
Yeah, but you know what? At least that episode did super freaking well. Yours did better.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was
here's
that?
here's a question that I know a lot of people have been asking in the comments. Why would Marcus introduce himself as Ricky if his real name is Marcus? So, pay attention in the episode. His name is Ricky. What was it again, Armand?
My first name is Ricky,
No, it's Ricky what?
and I'm Ricky the Red Rail Rider Ranger.
Oh no, Ricky's supposed to be
No one can pronounce that. Shut up.
And so because no one can say it, because San can't say it, he asked me my middle name, which is Marcus, and then I go by Marcus from that point on.
And I added that joke in purely because I wanted that alliteration because I realized we got Rail Rider, Red Rail Rider, Ricky the Red Rail Rider Ranger, but because I let everybody pick their own names, he picked Marcus. So I was like, you know what would be really funny? Adding that joke where like one of the Rangers can't pronounce it and basically just like, no, change it. Change your name. I'm not doing this.
No.
I'm curious, Ryan, what did you think about that gag? Marcus and San, what did you guys think about that gag?
To be honest, I really couldn't say it at the beginning.
Who else couldn't say it? Was it Zach? Was Zach having trouble saying it?
No, I think everyone else got it. I think I was the only one who really couldn't really say it.
No, there was somebody else that like was really struggling at first.
I don't know.
I think it was me.
Was it you?
I think it was me.
I thought it was Zach for some reason.
I literally couldn't say it. I was having a hard time.
I think it was me when you first
Practicing it, I got it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm."
when you
kinda
first
smart
brought
about
the
that.
idea up.
Me and words don't mix well. See me talk to work. Your total is 13. I mean, sorry, it's $16.22, not $13. Sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna start because we're starting to get a little bit closer to the end of the list here. Finally, I'm gonna swing back. I'm gonna start kind of going through some old questions that we had to skip earlier. But yeah, just I'm curious. I actually have a question for everybody. What is, even if you can't specify what it is, what was everybody's favorite scene to shoot?
Last episode.
What about which scene?
The very end scene.
Oh, the final scene?
The final scene.
Everything.
I'm curious. Ryan, why? Why was the last scene your favorite?
Just because I just was not expecting it to come out. That line to come out as good as it did. Could not keep a straight face.
Wait, which line?
The very end one.
No, I remember now.
The hype one.
The hype
I think
line.
I know which one.
The hype one?
Yes, hype one.
Am I blanking?
Yeah.
Very end scene. It scared the villain. Wow.
The loud one.
Oh no, that's
There
not
you
the
go.
last scene. That's the second to the last scene.
Well, it's still last, whatever.
No, I was thinking like you guys at the train station. That's what my
No.
brain went to, not
No,
the
no, no.
quarry.
Not
Yeah.
the quarry one. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, now I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. My brain shot. I thought that was the last scene because I think that was the last one we filmed.
No, yeah, because we shot that after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, what was your favorite? What was your favorite San scene? What was your favorite San moment?
Sign moment.
Yeah, what's your favorite San moment?
Wow. That's so hard. My brain's blanking.
Here, well, think about it. Marcus, what was your favorite? What was your favorite San moment?
My favorite
Live
moment.
sound reaction.
I like my speech in episode 4, or is that 5?
Was it the one we did? Was it the late night scene?
Yeah.
That was 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
that
so hard
one.
to keep. Yeah, those are so hard to keep straight because episode 4 and 5, you guys were wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
It's always hard to remember.
Right after the first scene in the first episode, that happens. The speech right after that you don't see in episode 1 because it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. B, what was your favorite? What was your favorite moment?
Mine, you're just gonna have to watch episode 2.
You're just gonna have to watch episode. Oh, is it in episode 2?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He can't talk. He's not in episode 1.
Just hold on. Just give me a hint to which one it is.
Well,
It,
it involves 2 moments, 2 parts. Like, I don't know.
Wait, is it
It's
the
all in
alley?
Episode 2, pretty much. It's
No,
like,
no.
it's broken down 2 segments, but it's all like episode 2.
You have to wait.
Because
to
I
find
Was
think
out.
I like that moment is because it's when you finally get to see me. I knew I was going to appear in episode 1 for a brief moment, but this is where you learn who I am.
Oh, is it your first scene?
I think it's that and something else. It's pretty much that whole segment in episode
Okay.
2.
Yeah, normally I was gonna say if you guys could just tell me like where it was, I can usually guess what you're talking about.
Well, in the train and then by that
Yeah.
big tree.
The big tree.
Yeah.
The big tree.
You forgot about the big
When somebody had to, someone needed help.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was a good fucking scene though, especially with Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan, what was your favorite? What was your favorite?
I liked it all. It's all.
My
Ryan,
big
what was your
speech
favorite moment?
in the last episode?
Oh yeah, you told me.
Mm.
And then
Okay.
I think my last fight scene was my favorite, also too.
Oh, that's a really good point. What was everybody's favorite? Well, actually, first off, I think I still have to stand by. I know exactly what my favorite scene is. It was the one on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know which Marcus. You know which one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know what you're talking about.
It's
Yeah,
that.
that's quality.
It's that, and it's the one from the final battle.
Mm.
It's that line.
Mm.
I think we're just peak.
I
Are
think
you talking about the bench scene with the look?
Yes.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
That's a
You're just
very-
being so vague. The look,
Yeah.
the bench. Oh.
You're just gonna have to see it. Which is that
It's-
episode 2 or 3?
That's
I
episode
think
3.
I think the Green Ranger's favorite scene is the one in the woods.
Oh, the one where he like double spin kicks.
No, the in the woods where he
The revelation.
and the crow hits.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Nice
the
big Green
one.
Ranger, bro.
The one I'm in.
That's the part I would like if everyone watched the intro again, like the introduction to the episode, like the whole introduction.
The intro is my favorite.
Yeah.
That favorite
That's the
fight
part.
scene right there.
When Zach does that spin kick and you see that crow spinning in midair, like almost M Bison, that was me. Or like his spin kick, also you just see me like twirl midair and hit the ground. I didn't think it was gonna be caught on camera, but I'm glad the whole me spinning in midair was there.
My favorite shot of the entire thing. I think this took me more takes than any shot of the entire show. Was that helix shot from episode 5? It was the circle one where you guys are morphing.
Yeah, I want. I would like to see how that looks. That was. I think that one in my. Even though I didn't get to see it, I think it's gonna be great once everyone gets to see it.
It was so fucking clean, so clean. Once all the VFX are put on it, oh, it's gonna make you wet,
bro. Calm down, dude.
I have no filter. And what was both as Ragdoll and just watching? What was your favorite moments?
So like I have to pick one of the scenes that we recorded for Ragdoll, right? Because I'll come back to that because I gotta think about that. There were a lot of really good scenes, and a lot of them are the ones that are alluded to. Like everyone else picked, like the quarry scene, which was the one I was going to go with. It's like, all right, well, then the one where the look happens with the bench. No, that got picked too. Oh man,
Right.
so
it's not to pick what's not been picked. It's pick what it's good for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the cop-out way. Honestly, I can't pick just one scene. They were all my favorite scenes to see recording because I got to see so much passion on set. I'm trying. It was out in Oakland.
So is that
I don't really want to say anything too because I don't want to say like anything. But
got a lot.
You know what? You'll be able to tell which scene's my favorite scene when you watch it, and you also go, "Wow, that's my favorite scene." My favorite thing though with Ragdoll.
What was like not even because I like a favorite scene, or what was your favorite moment or line as Ragdoll?
I was gonna say my favorite like line was the as silly as it is, it's the one where I'm talking and the train like hits the knockup because it was just that very like on the spot moment of doing like the like
that
noise.
One. Oh, the one where you like land.
Yeah.
Bye, Maddie.
Bye, Maddie.
Bye.
But yeah, that's probably has to be one of my favorites. Or as much frustration as it did the comma. The comma. Yeah, that was a very fun one. Like I said, my favorite scene that I saw on recording. You guys are just gonna have to watch the whole series to find that one out.
Yeah. Because we were all involved in fights in some way. What was everybody's favorite fight scene? Because personally, I think it was Jenna and Michelle's last fight. Like that whole thing. That was which. There's actually a moment from in the intro for in the theme song. Like Jenna's flip is from that fight, and just the whole the motion. I loved it purely for like the cinematography of it. Like I think I really nailed just that little bit.
No, you're talking about the fight. I feel like with Tomas, I at least with the character, he's evolved in every episode. Like the way he fights varies. I feel like the longer he's been with the team, the way he fights evolves too. So it's like instead of being the way he is in the beginning, I think he starts fighting differently each episode. Just like the longer he's been around the whole Rangers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if that was. I think that was intentional. No, it wasn't. I don't know.
I think my favorite like Tomas fight wasn't the one with Marcus. It was the one before that where it was where you were fighting around all the tables.
Yeah, I think I like that one too.
Yeah.
and the fucking lights just snapped on. That was great. I love that.
I wish that made it in.
I like
but
the
it
table
was
one
just
too.
Out of focus.
The table one hurt a lot.
Are you talking about were you talking about the one next to the fountain?
No. It was the one in the downstairs thing where I was getting thrown around like a rag
Not a big
doll.
tree.
Hey, that's my name.
Oh wait, that's right. You were a crow in that fight.
Yeah.
The girl that I had to save, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny enough, it's actually I was gonna say that's the same fight I'm talking about. Like, is my favorite Barbaro fight. It's my favorite Tomas fight. I say my favorite San fight is the one in episode 2 on the cliff.
Oh.
I love that fight.
That hurt so bad.
It looks so good though. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
No, that hurt so bad. I hurt. It was real. If you see it, you'll know what I mean. It was real.
It was.
Yeah. What was your favorite fight as San though?
I gotta say, my favorite fight was probably gonna be with Dak.
Oh, the double team.
The double team was my
Oh,
favorite.
that was a good one.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, the dynamics between us two was like good.
Yeah. That's probably one of my least favorite days of filming though. Like for all the shit that went wrong that day. Oh, God,
yeah.
Yeah, so much shit. And we shot that on Father's Day.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome.
You know how much trouble I got for that?
No.
A lot.
Marcus,
You weren't with your kids. I was filming.
Marcus, what was your favorite fight?
I think I might have to say episode 4 at Oakland.
Oh, was it?
I think you used a kick from that fight in the intro.
That was episode 2.
That was episode 2?
Yeah, that spinning.
Was that where in
kick?
episode 2? Yeah.
Yeah, down in the quarry. Are you talking about the one we did at the clock tower, or the one we did in the quarry? Because the one we did at the clock tower is episode 4.
I forgot about the clock tower.
I think when I don't like Armand, you know which one.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could say that one. I wish I could. Yeah. The clock tower is probably a pretty cool fight. I haven't even seen any of it pieced together though. So.
I haven't pieced together. That's one fight I haven't pieced together yet. So I haven't really gotten to see anything yet either. But the one moment that you came up with.
Yeah.
The one with was it Min or was it Grace? It might have been Grace.
I think it might have been both of them.
It
was Min and then it's Min and then it goes into Grace.
No, the one that you.
I think that was Min.
That
was Min. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that. The one with Grace at the end, the one fight at the clock tower.
Mm.
That one, I felt so bad for Grace. I decked her hard right in the boob on accident. I was like, no!
Right in the boob!
I was like, no, so close!
Actually, yeah, speaking of that, you said, Justin, you said my favorite fight. I remember when I accidentally kicked Jay in the head twice.
Wait,
his head didn't move out in time.
Which fight was that?
The one you said it was your favorite.
That was the table fight, yeah.
I kicked him in the head
Jay.
twice by accident.
I thought you were talking about DJ. Okay.
No.
Wait, you actually caught him?
There was one where I pulled back.
Really?
It touched his face. It touched his face, but I was able to pull back. The other time, it was like he leaned more into it. The other time it happened, it was like he went into it.
I didn't know that.
Move away from a certain part, but he didn't.
I don't remember
like,
this.
He's like, no, that's what he's supposed to do. He said he's a stunt guy, and that's his thing. So I appreciate that he took that for me.
Yeah, Jay was a champ. He wasn't there for very long, but he was a fucking trooper.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. Guys, we've been going for almost 2 hours. Does anyone have any closing comments or questions from any of the cast?
I love you guys. Thanks for the support.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the support.
Thank you for all the nice comments too.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm like seeing the passion that comes in the comments of the videos and whatnot, from like Gem Paladins to Rail Riders, and I'm assuming everything beyond.
I just wish
It's a lot. It's a lot, and it's beautiful. It's a word.
I'm dying right now. I'm so tired.
Good.
So I got, now that I can put Justin on the spot here.
Yeah.
So we're all gonna now bully him about more catering stuff, right?
Yes, of course.
No bullying.
Hey, don't
Punish.
talk.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm the villain. I can
You're right.
bully.
Don't talk to
punish.
me. Talk to Todd.
All right,
Todd
let's
is
get
the.
Todd on the stream.
He's at work. I actually don't know where Todd is. Honestly.
Justin, Marcus, someone's saying something to you. Maddie Little.
Hi, Maddie.
What's up, Maddie?
Oh, actually, no. Here's a really good question from Mad. Let's answer this
Is
real
it the
quick.
Cosmic Fury one?
No.
Oh,
Can
no.
you tell the difference between Tomas and Julius and you? I mean, I personally can. As far as I'm concerned, they are all one and the same person. Like, just there is no Julius, there is no Barbaro, there is no Tomas. It is just
B.
Barb Julius
It's
Toss.
just B.
It's
It's
Zool.
just B.
It's all Zool, baby.
Oh, I think that Tomas and Jules is probably just very exaggerated versions of what. At least Jules is probably a teenage me to some degree. How cocky I felt I was when I was a teenager, like I could take on the whole world, fight anybody. Now I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that.
You can take on the whole world.
Yeah,
Take
now
me on any day. Let's go. 1-on-1
Right.
Octagon this Saturday.
And then
You don't want
Tomas,
that.
I want
the way
both of you
I-
at the same
the
time.
way I think about Tomas is
Pause.
he's very anime-ish. It's
He's so fucking anime.
that's the way I can. That's best made up term or whatever. I don't know. Anime is the term, but you'll see once you get to see him throughout the episodes. To me, I don't know how to explain it. With me, I'm just me.
He's just B. That's all it is. It's not me.
Yeah.
Just B and B.
He's just B and B.
Just be me being B. Yeah. So hear me out for this. So we were talking about like doing the aftercast party in the next couple months. Hear me out. What if you're gonna think I'm crazy for this at first? The next stream, we know who we should totally get in on this. We should get Lynn.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
Lynn.
Lynn.
I love Lynn.
For those
Yeah.
Lynn, I'm gonna you guys thought I was like
Lynn.
glazing on for our cast
Lynn?
like a crew before. Lynn was like one of our MVPs of the
One of?
entire shoot.
One of
She
One of
Wait,
One
B.
the Lynn was
D.
the MVP, and I don't think that is in any contest. I could call anybody right now and be like, "Hey, who was our MVP on Rail Riders behind the scenes?" It was Lynn. It was 100%
You could
Lynn.
call
Yeah.
everyone but one person,
Yeah.
and they'd all say it's Lynn. And you might be wondering who the one person who didn't, and it would be Lynn, because Lynn's
Right.
answer would be,
Yeah.
"You were all the MVP."
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Lynn is
Lynn
the
made.
linchpin.
Lynn has everything in a little bag,
I'd probably lose
like
my
everything
mind.
you needed.
Lynn
You
was
needed
there for
something
me
Lynn
when I
had.
needed. I needed a snack. She got me.
Lynn
Yeah.
was a blessing.
Lynn was an absolute. She was our fairy godmother on set.
If we don't make like a little touching montage for Lynn, dedicated to Lynn,
Just Lynn specifically. And
Yeah.
you know who else deserves one that was an absolute fucking trooper on that entire set? I would argue Kristen. She fucking took care of you guys so fucking
Oh
frequently.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kristen
check it
got
out.
it.
She always got us. Was it Sonic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was always taking care of you guys, and she did it without even being
far
asked.
away.
She just on it. It was amazing.
Doesn't she
Yeah.
live like next, like one state over and drive?
Yeah,
one
she lives in
state-
Ohio. She came an hour and a half every single shooting day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. Lynn, Kristen, two of our. You know what? Let's add a third. Who would you guys recommend as our third MVP of that shoot? We got Lynn. We got Kristen.
Me? No.
And
Shut the fuck up.
And-
Okay, I can give
and
Ann.
Fred
I can
up.
give Ann.
Oh shucks.
Yeah.
And clutch with those sandwiches.
But you know,
man.
Ann's here, so like we're gonna pretend like Ann isn't here. Who would you say?
Hang
Give
on, I
me
got
somebody
this.
who isn't here.
Yeah, I'm not here. Who did you guys say was the MVP?
Right?
I'll actually take.
It's tough not saying in.
I would say Min. Personally, was
Min,
like
that's fair. That's fair.
Min was
yeah.
also absolutely like.
Yeah.
There were certain things that Lane couldn't do just because of like what other duties Lane had to do, but Min was just like, yeah, I'm in. Okay, what's up? Just truly, genuinely had that. Just like, yeah, whatever.
Do any
we've done.
fight scene.
Truthfully, with this whole project, I mean, definitely Lynn and Kristen, but everyone did more than what they're supposed to. Like,
Yeah.
we all did our part and
I
more.
know.
Like, instead of just being actors, we did other stuff. You need something help, we got it. You know,
Right?
everyone did more
Right.
of that just to get the
Justin
project
tells
going.
me, Ryan, when we do filming, you're doing absolutely nothing besides acting. What's it come to say, hey, Ryan, what are we gonna do for this fight scene? What?
I'll even say this:
What?
how I got into catering was I started off as just an extra, and then just was like, "Hey,
Yeah, I can do food.
you guys want someone to do food stuff?" And Todd and Justin looked at each other and looked and were like, "Yes, please."
I liked helping out though. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I actually know exactly who my third person is, and I don't know why I didn't say them before. It's Todd. Todd.
Oh, yeah, Todd.
If it wasn't for Todd,
Mm.
this whole fucking series wouldn't happen. Like, that motherfucker has been with me since day one of this thing, and he is the goddamn GOAT. The fucking champ. The motherfucking Rocky Balboa of this whole goddamn thing. If you want to point to anybody who is the true glue behind all this, I would say it's fucking Todd.
Oh yeah.
Todd did
I
go
will
out
say
of his
this,
way,
and
too.
something I need to talk with you about, Justin, but
Hmm.
I am very enthused to be working with Todd on some future endeavors as well. And even just with those discussions, anytime talking with Todd, it was very much a like. Was always had the ability to bring things back on track and also bring things back into a sense of like, hey, let's be in the moment. Yeah, Todd was like Todd, man. Honestly, everyone was like, without any one person in there, the thing would have fallen apart. But
Yeah.
Todd was like
The
the
fucking glue.
pillar. Was
Yeah.
like the foundation.
But truly, everybody was a fucking MVP on this shoot. Fucking, there was Richard, there was
Like-
Holly, there was Jay, there was Henry, there was Min, there was Grace, there was
Hey.
fucking
Man.
We got more
Huh?
questions though.
what?
You have more questions.
Henry. Oh, we do, but we don't have much time, so we're probably gonna get through this. I'm gonna glaze a little bit more. We'll answer 2 more questions, and then we'll be done for the day.
There's
But
one
yeah.
I wanted you to answer.
Which one do you want me to answer? Oh, the dyslexia one.
Yes, you
All
can
right,
answer
we can
that
answer.
question.
We can answer it real quick. It was totally random. It was literally just for the joke of I didn't want him. So, like I said, he picked his own name, Sanzoku, and I was like, "We're not having people say Sanzoku through the entire fucking thing. You're just gonna be called San. How are we gonna explain this away? I guess he's dyslexia was just a joke. Honestly, it was 100% just a quick offhanded joke. There was no real inspiration. It was just I just wrote it down and bing bam boom. But yeah,
I
no.
don't think anyone can say my name properly.
On the topic, Apex Ranger. I love the name. I get the Apex part, but where did you get the idea? I workshopped it with actually my brother for quite a while. Some other names we came up with were the World Ranger, the Hunter Ranger. There was a bunch of different names, and then eventually I landed on Apex. And something about it just had this cool ring to it because I was like going through words like animalistic words, and I was thinking like the Apex Hunter, the Apex Killer. I'm like, That's so fucking fitting for the guy who's literally three fucking colors in one. I was like, that's dope. I gotta roll with Apex.
That's your person.
Hey, is this Owen that we met in Go-Go Ranger
Yes.
Station?
Yeah,
Oh.
that Owen.
Oh,
What's up,
nice.
Owen?
What's up?
What's up?
You know what? I have a question I think we need answered.
Yo.
How has your guys' days been?
Oh, you're talking about Maddie's question? I mean, mine's been pretty good. I honestly just love sitting down talking with the fans and talking with you guys. Makes my day.
Before this, I'm not going to talk about, but since this, it's been better.
It's better.
I hate to say it, it's not been great, but ever since this, it's been a lot better. And seeing all the comments and support, it's made my day and made everything a little easier. Got a lot of stuff.
Ryan.
Just going through a lot in my life right now.
I think we can all relate to that in one way or another. A very, very, very real statement.
Go Ranger Station, let's go.
Yeah. Oh no, dude, Owen, buddy. Like I constantly talk about that story. I'm constantly talking about it.
For real.
Like that stands by as like my favorite con story of all time.
I constantly talk about that.
Yeah, B, how was your day? Ann, how was your day? Armand, how was your day?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Only pretty good? Not fantastic? Not splendid? Not splendifertastic?
Did
not
I
real
stutter?
Did he stutter?
Justin?
All right,
I said pretty good.
was disconnected, but I'm back.
I try to day's been pretty good, very fulfilling. I try to do a lot of I donate blood. I go out. I do some other charitable things. There's a book in my hometown. We have people installed the give a book, take a book things. I play Magic as a side hobby. And so I've been in the process of moving. I sorted through my cards and I made little starter decks that I was walking around and I was putting them in the boxes with the rules to play Magic. So hopefully, kids or maybe parents will pick them up for their kids to try it out, see if they like it. And kind of very last minute came into was asked to jump on here. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Someone asked me what my favorite anime series is. Oof.
Well, we only got time for one more question. Where I already know exactly which one it was going to be. Hold on, I've lost it. Where did it go?
Will you switch characters in here?
How do I comment on this thing?
You just type it, man.
Yeah, you should be able to just if you're on your phone, you go under chat.
Oh, there you go.
I'm on my phone and computer. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try to get me a camera and microphone for my computer.
Hello there, John Hackerman.
But no, Maddie, thank you for being our biggest fan. That is sincerely appreciated. We love you guys.
Yeah.
We love the support. We've been doing this we've been working on this for 3 fucking years now. I mean, I personally, and we're gonna be working on it for a lot longer. So we really are excited to see what you guys are gonna see, especially over the next coming year. And it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's gonna get nuts. These guys already know exactly what's coming. After Rail Riders, shit gonna get crazy. And because I put it in the, it's already in the Gem Paladins. Yeah, I think you guys know what I'm talking about and where we're going with this. That's happening.
Oh, the one thing?
The one
Periwinkle Ranger is
the Periwinkle Ranger.
You are a Periwinkle.
Yeah, we're gonna end out in this final question. Where did it go? I just lost it. Yeah, again, same thing from Maddie. We're gonna end it on this. What is your favorite part of Rail Riders? I adored the fact that I got to hang out with these guys for pretty much 5 months straight of just busting our asses, working these long nights, working until 3 in the morning one day.
Don't talk about that day.
We worked from 7 in the morning to 3 in the morning. It was intense. It was intense.
Man, it was cold.
It was so cold, and we didn't even finish. We didn't even finish that night.
Oh man.
I would have to say the cast. You get to meet a whole bunch of people and stuff. That's my favorite part. Meeting a bunch of interesting people. Armand, B, Jenna, Zach, and Michelle, and Ann, and all of them. It's just a great time, and hopefully we can do more stuff together.
Well,
Especially you and Armand, bro.
I know we've been doing stuff together. I'm sorry.
We've been like every time I do a project, I don't go, Armand's here. I was like, wait, what? Every project I've done so far is running into you two.
I'm gonna have to start doing the Mr. Peanut Butter. Is this a crossover? Anytime I see y'all.
Yeah, B, what was your favorite part of the whole thing?
I was excited to be there every time. Like it was just despite how many hours we had to put into it, the late nights and early mornings. Like it was just knowing how Gem Paladins was like a big how it hit off with the audience. I knew we had something with Rail Riders based on the script. Like the story is good. Like all the characters, they all have their very unique personalities, and you can see how they are. Like they're very different from each other, but yet also like the cast. We all know. Well, I met Michelle and Jenna briefly, but everyone else we were working together on Gem Paladin. So it's like coming in there and working with people you already know, friends you already know.
Yeah, you beat me up over there too. And you got to beat me up on Rail Riders.
So many times.
So many.
And what was your favorite part about Rail Riders, and why was it feeding everybody?
So I have like a 2 answers. So the joke funny answer is my favorite part is being catering. So when it became too late for me, I could just go see y'all around. I had to do catering things. But the actual genuine answer is it's I keep bringing up like the passion that everyone had in this. There was a lot of frustrations. Obviously, there were ups and downs, lefts, rights, diagonals, quarter circles, you name it. We had all of it. But never at any point did we have like anyone feel like they want to completely abandon the project. We had moments of doubt and whatnot, like, is this going to turn out well? And obviously it did. Like,
every single day I walked on set, I wanted to quit.
Yeah, I was going to say, people want to, but no one ever fully pushed into that, to my knowledge.
I almost did.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
But there was that passion
so
to keep
irritable,
going
and I wanted
forward,
to go
push
home.
through to the end. Yeah, there was this. Yeah, absolutely, and that was my favorite part about being catering. But also for me, it is on the set, like feeding people, and when you're on nicer sets, you don't have as much of the people coming up like, "Oh my God, thank you" and whatnot. You don't have that. Like I said, passion. That's like the big word. My favorite part was the passion. People were passionate towards one another. There was a passion to make this happen, no matter how rough it got. And it's really something that you don't get to see often, and it helps carry you forward. It gives you momentum to keep going through the day, even on rougher days. And to see all these people loving it, see people jumping into the stream, to see the passion that the fans, both the creative fans and the fans who just enjoy, come together to make something that just is truly one of a kind. Other fandoms, it doesn't have the same type of energy. And I'm enthused to be to be on this ride with y'all for as long as I can be.
We appreciate that.
I love you.
Armand, what was your favorite part?
Pretty much just coming together with everybody, spending time with my friends, a lot of time.
So much fucking out, so many
Very
hours.
many hours.
Very many hours.
But hey, it was a blast.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, we've never done film before. It's a process. Like, the most days we were busting like 10, 12 hours. Some days we busted even more. I think our longest day was like 20 hours. That was the long day that we don't talk about. But that
Yeah.
pops up in episode 5. And we specifically were waiting until it got to be nighttime. Like the first scene in Rail Riders, that the one right before it flashes back, that was originally supposed to take place at night. But we couldn't light it properly. We were so far out of time. We just said, fuck it, we'll do it at sundown. Batteries, the
yes.
lights.
It was cold.
The cold.
So cold.
All right.
Yeah,
That rock I was sitting on was stealing on my ass heat. I was freezing out there.
It was.
You guys can see the photos on Instagram of the exact rock he's talking about.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was.
Hey,
That was.
I'm sorry. Did you get to answer?
What?
I think
Yeah,
D
I
did.
everything.
I think I was the last. Yeah.
I couldn't remember. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. Thank you everybody so much for
Yes.
being here for the Rail Riders stream. We're gonna be at YomaCon in just a couple weeks. Actually, in about 10 days, I think, is YomaCon. We're gonna be there pretty much all weekend. Come by and visit us. The Gem Paladins and the Rail Riders are gonna be there. We're both gonna be having panels. Things are gonna be awesome, and we cannot wait for you guys to see episode 2 coming out in ideally December of this year. From there, we got 4 more episodes left to come out. They're going to be amazing. They're going to go harder than you've ever seen. They're probably going to get us canceled.
Hopefully.
I hope not. I would love
hope
for
not.
everyone to come out of such a beautiful project, being able to still get jobs and do things.
Yeah.
Hey, Armand, are you dressing up as Ricky for YomaCon?
Marcus.
I could.
Give you the
I-
code.
I won't be on Saturday.
One of my costumes for YomaCon.
I won't be on Saturday. I'll be
Ah.
somebody else on Saturday.
But yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for everyone for being here.
Yep.
We love you all. We appreciate you all. Full steam ahead for the next 4 episodes.
Full
Bye-bye.
steam.
Full steam ahead.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.